make use of a counter, that is 7493, which is a 14 pin IC, digital IC it is. So out of 14 pin, the first pin and the 14th pin, it is used as a clock here. Two clocks will be provided in the 7493, and this 2, 3, 10th pin, it has been altogether shorted and it is given to ground, and 5th pin is the VCC, and 12th pin it will be taken as the output, one of the 4 output, that is least significant bit. This will be considered as the least significant bit, and next the 9th pin is D1, 8th pin is D2, and 11th pin is the MSB, that is D3. Okay, so this is a 4-bit DAC, R2R DAC. So this 11th pin will be taken as the MSB, and 12th pin will be taken as the LSB. And you can see here, this is a 4-bit DAC. So it is a R2R DAC. So it is R, we are using here 1 kilo ohm. So 2R will be 2 kilo ohm. So this is a 1 stage R2R. This is second stage, third stage, fourth stage. So when I consider all together, it will be a 4-bit R2R DAC, and through this 2 kilo ohm, this circuit it has been grounded, and the output of this R2R ladder network, which is given as the inverting input terminal for the op-amp. So here we are using a op-amp, that is 741. So when I work with the 741 op-amp, I should know the specification of 741 op-amp. That is, the second pin is assigned for the inverting terminal, third pin is assigned for the non-inverting terminal. Since this is an inverting amplifier we are making use of, means inverting means the input which is given to the second terminal, and the third terminal it has been grounded. Second terminal we are providing a feedback through this resistor, that is 2 kilo ohm. And then we are observing the output here. So here we are providing the input in terms of digital. Here this op-amp, it is going to convert that to analog form. So this is how the conversion it is going to happen. I am going to explain the circuit diagram with the help of an example, that is by considering D3, D2, D1, D0 as 1, 0, 0, 0. That is D3 is 1, D2, D1, D0s are zeros. Okay, so we are obtaining this input, that is with the help of this counter. Automatically when I provide the clock pulses, it is going to give the inputs like, it is going to count from 0 to 15. So I have taken an example of 8, that is 1, 0, 0, 0. That is at the 8th clock pulse, I will be getting this data, input data, digital data, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so when I consider this, so this will be 1, this will be 0, 0, 0, means this will be having a plus 5 volt voltage, whereas the other 3 digits will be having a 0 value, means it is being grounded. So what is the equivalent circuit of that? This is the equivalent circuit of that. That is, see here, the feedback resistor is here, and this entire R2R network, it is being replaced by this RTH. So how did we obtain this RTH as 2 kilo ohm is? That is, I had explained in the next figure. So this is a basic R2R, that is 4-bit R2R DAC, 1K, 2K, 1K, 2K, 1K, 2K, 1K and 2K, 4-bit DAC. So to D3 we are providing plus 5 volt, that is this is 1, 0, 0, 0. And how this is being how from this circuit, how we are getting the equivalent circuit is, that is by calculating the equivalent resistance in the each stage. Okay, so when I consider this 1K and 2K, how this is connected? See, 1K is grounded, 2K is connected, these two are connected in parallel. So the equivalent circuit, equivalent resistance of that is 2K into 2K, sorry 1K into 2K divided by 1K plus 2K, you will be getting the answer as 1K. Okay, again this 1K, this is a equivalent resistance of these two. Okay, this 1K again it will be connected in series with this 1K. This 1K I had shown here. So these two in series, so it will be 1K plus 1K, that is 2K. Okay, again this 2K that will be in parallel with this 2K. So whenever two 2Ks are in parallel, what happens here? It will be like 2K, 2K, so you will be getting the equivalent resistance as 1K. Again 1K, it is in series with this 1K. So 1K plus 1K, it is 2K. Again that 2K will be parallel with the next 2K. So again the resultant resistance will be 1K. Again that will be in series with this 1K. So you will be getting 2K. So this is the equivalent resistance that we are going to get. Equivalent resistance RTH as 2K. Again, this 2K we are providing the input D3. Okay, and then from there you have a feedback, that is RF, and the non-inverting terminal is grounded. So how you will be getting the output voltages, that is output voltage of the inverting amplifier is nothing but the output voltage across the feedback resistor RF. So to find out the output voltage across the RF, we need to find out what is the current flowing. Otherwise we cannot calculate. Since the non-inverting terminal is grounded here, the potential at the inverting terminal is also 0. So no current flows to your inverting terminal. So whatever the current flowing in the R2R network, entire current flows to your feedback circuit. So output voltage is nothing but minus RF into I. So how to calculate this I? I is nothing but whatever the current flowing in this is nothing but your I. That entire amount of I, it flows to your feedback circuit. So I can be calculated as, what is the I can you calculate here? That is voltage provided is plus 5 volt, and then the resistor of that is 2K. So if I know the resistor value and the voltage value, I can easily calculate the current value. I is equals to 5 volt divided by 2K, which is nothing but 2.5 milliampere. So the same current flows to your feedback circuit, feedback resistor which is having a value of 2 kilo ohm. So I can calculate the output voltage as minus 2K, that is the value of the feedback resistor, into the current, that is 2.5 milliampere. So when I multiply these two, I will be getting the answer as minus 5 volt. In the sense, for the input given D3, D2, D1, D0, 1000, I will be getting the analog output as minus 5 volt. Okay, so this is one example I have taken. So same example, that is current through the resistor, this resistor which is nothing but 2.5K, same current flows to your feedback resistor. So it is V0 is equals to minus 5 volt for D3, D2, D1, D0 is equals to 1000. Now this is just an example, that is by considering D3 as 1 and all the other bits as 0, right? So what is the maximum input I can give here, that is all the bits as 1, 1, 1, 1. D3 1, D2 1, D1 1, D0 1. So when all the bits are 1, this is the general equation or the formula to calculate the output voltage of the 4-bit R2R DAC. So it is minus RF feedback resistor into D3 by 2R, because this is the MSB bit, D3 by 2R, D2 by 4R, D1 by 8R plus D0 by 16R into V reference. V reference we are providing, that is 5 volt. That is the voltage given in the digital IC trainer kit, which is nothing but the 5 volt. Okay, and then so same example I had, using the equation I had solved here, that is considering D3, D2, D1, D0 as 1000. So whenever D3 is 1, this will be 1 by 2. All the other terms will be 0, 0, 0. That into V reference. 1 by 2 into V reference, that is into 5 by 2. And here resistor values are 2K divided by 1K, which is nothing but minus 2. So it will be 2 which will get cancelled. What is remaining, that is 5 volt V reference. So it is minus 5 volt for D3, D2, D1, D0, 8. Okay. Now, so various theoretical values, that is using the formula I had calculated the various theoretical values. For these theoretical values we are going to observe the practical value. And this is a graph you can see, that is a graph which is output versus the input. Output is the analog voltage, input is the digital input. Output versus the input graph it is. So you will be getting the negative stepwise graph, because it is an inverting amplifier. It is an inverting amplifier. So the step size, it will be like same from one input to the next input. So initially it will start from 0 volt. Next it will be increased to 0.625. Similarly, the last voltage you are going to get is minus 9.375. That is for the input 50. Okay, so now let us see the circuit connections. Let us see the circuit connection. So here in the circuit board I had made the R2R ladder network, that is 2R it is grounded, 2R it is grounded. This is a first stage This is the second stage, 1K, 2K, third stage, and this is the fourth stage, and this is a feedback resistor. And from the sixth pin I am taking the output, that is sixth pin is connected to the multimeter. The thing what you have to keep in mind is the ground, that is ground point of your circuit board and the digital trainer kit. It should be a common ground. No two separate ground should be given. The digital trainer kit ground, that is your ground pin and your circuit board ground, that should be made common. Okay, and here negative, that is this terminal common ground, it should be connected to the same ground terminal in the circuit board. Okay, and here we are using 741 op amp, and this is going to provide the fixed DC power supply, that is plus or minus 12 volt to your op amp. And the middle terminal, that is a black knob you can see, that is again connected to the ground. This provides plus VCC, minus VCC, and this is to the ground. This is to the 7th terminal, this is to the 4th terminal, and this is connected to the ground. Okay, and then here the first R to R, this is nothing but D3, D2, D1, D0. D3 is taken from, see D3, it is taken from the 11th pin. D3, this is taken from the 11th pin, and this is taken from the 8th pin. D2, D1 is taken from the 9th pin, and D0 is taken from the 12th pin. So that is from the digital trainer kit. Here I had made all this connection, that is connection of the counter IC. 2, 3, 10 I had shorted and given to ground. First pin and 12th pin it is shorted and given as D0. Here. Here we can observe the outputs here, output of the counter. Okay, and 11th pin to D3, 8th pin to D2, 9th pin to D1, and 5th pin to VCC, 14th pin to clock. So here I can see in the trainer kit, as soon as I give the clock pulse, you can see here there is a mono pulse, clock pulse. When I press this push button, it will provide the clock pulses. So now I will give it to 0. Now you can see here for 0 input in the multimeter I am getting minus 0.32. So you can see here minus, which is nothing but whatever the op amp you are using, it is in the inverting mode. So why we are getting, see for 0 input means I should get 0 as the output. But why I am getting this minus 0.32 is, that is because of, see I am taking the output of the counter from the digital IC trainer kit, because internally this will be having a pull-up resistors to the output LEDs. It will be having some voltage. So for 0 it will be having minus 0.32, and for 1 you are getting 0.86. The theoretical value for this is, for 1 the theoretical value is 0.625. For that we are getting 0.86. Next for 2 we are getting 1.29. The actual theoretical value is 1.25. Like that you can provide the clock pulse and you can check the output. So for the 15, for the last input, let us see the output what you are going to get. Yes, for the 15 we are getting the output as minus 7.14. Theoretical value is minus 9.375. Of course there will be a voltage drop because this is a practical thing we are doing. So it is 7.14 for 15. That is all the bits as 1, D3, D2, D1, D1. So what you are going to observe here is, first you are going to calculate the theoretical value using the formulas, and then rig up the circuit, connect it to the counter. So input you are providing to the counter, that will be given as the input for your op amp circuit, and from the op amp circuit you are taking the output reading in the multimeter. Okay, so give the various 16 combination and observe the outputs in the multimeter. So this is what the digital to analog converter using R to R DAC. Thank you.